Anne Frank's family was from Frankfurt in Germany, which is along the Rhine. They felt that they had to leave Germany at a certain point when Adolf Hitler changed Germany. Germany was very good. We lived very happily in Berlin. It was a really wonderful life for all of us. My father was a lawyer, my mother did social work, very much like here, and everybody was very happy. So when Hitler came, he ruined it, and we had to leave to escape with our life, really. My mother being Dutch, my family decided, why don't we just go to Holland, which was right next door. We met a lot of people just like us. I went to school, and I sat next to Margot Frank, who was also new that same year that I was. I came home and I said to my mother, I sat next to a girl who's also from Germany, and she had also had trouble with the Dutch language, you know. We got a dictation. I think I had 39 mistakes in 40 words, you know. It's a very different language, even though everybody says it's so much alike. My father, he had much more trouble because he only knew one Dutch sentence, and it was, children are not allowed on deck. Because he took trips on Dutch ships. In 1940, the Germans walked into Holland, and that was horrible. People were fleeing right and left and trying to get out of Holland, and renting boats to go to England. You know, England was the nearest escape beside France and Belgium. And slowly and surely, we couldn't go even ride a bicycle. We weren't allowed to ride a bicycle in a country that lives on bicycles. The Jewish children had their own school, and I never wanted that. And so I didn't see Margot as much as I used to see her. And one day I thought, gee, I wonder what she's doing, you know? So I rang the bell, and some gentleman that I didn't know opened the door. And I asked him, do you know where the Franks are? I would like to see Margot. And he says, oh, don't you know? They have gone to Switzerland. You know, I was happy because I thought if they went to Switzerland, that means they got away. They got out of this terrible situation. And I went home and told my parents, you know something wonderful? The Franks managed to get away. I mean, they're not here anymore. They have escaped. And then the amazing thing was, although I myself was hiding very close to where they were hiding, I never knew where they were. I didn't know what they were doing, and I didn't know that they got picked up. I guess that was my luck, really. I had no idea that they were actually murdered. They were killed in Auschwitz, which was the large camp in Poland.
Did you ever keep a diary, Anne?
Of my own,
Yeah.
myself? No, I didn't. This was one of my big faults. I had the coupons, I had the special papers, the new different papers. I had all those things. I remember I wanted to get rid of the whole thing. As soon as it was over, I didn't want to look at it anymore. So I basically have nothing, any kind of memory from that time, except the memories of my own friends and what we did together and how we managed to stay alive.
What do you think that Anne think about how popular the diary has become?
That's a really nice question. I sort of think it's at least as popular as Harry Potter. It's printed in every country in the world, in languages I don't know that exist. And everybody reads it. Now, why is that, do you think? Because it's so terrifically human. It's so human. It's somebody always looking for the good. You look for the good. You take care of the ones that are in trouble. You do your best in the one life that you have, right? One life? You don't want to do anything wrong there. Here's your chance, kids. That is something to think about. It's very important that you carry this around with you and remember it from a historical point of view and from a human point of view and from an understanding point of view. You know, think about your own kids that you're going to have. You know, little girl, I want you to be good. I want you to be somebody who feels things, who can make things good and bad. We have to understand that if we make our opinions so that it hurts anybody, and I mean anybody at all, if you say something bad about somebody, you've got to think, what's it going to do to this person? Now, I must admit that sometimes that's difficult. You do want to say, son of a gun, you know, you do want that. But don't do it because it is dangerous, and you don't want dangerous, because things like what happened in Germany comes from it.
I'm really honored to meet you because we've heard so much about you, and like it was really good to see you. I'm into history, and so learning about history with her, it makes it more real than it just does reading it out of the book.
I think it's amazing to think that she actually was with Anne Frank.
That's not every day you get to meet somebody like that, and now I get to share what I learned about her and what happened to other people, like in school, because we were reading that book. I get to tell them about it, so it was an honor to be able to sit next to her.
When she was talking, not only when she was describing Anne Frank and that time period, but like herself and her views on the world as a whole, she just seemed like a very amazing person, someone I kind of want to aspire to